Hey, what's going on, people? Welcome to the Gun Shop. Well, I have to say that I am getting, I know, oh, shocking, I'm getting actually all caught up in the moment here, but I'm getting excited by some of the aspects that they're talking about Modern Warfare 3. Now, I know with Call of Duty, a lot of us are like, ugh, and everyone's always reaping and harping on it, but you gotta think, in the day, like, I'm talking about Call of Duty 4. It was the game to play. Some people got tired of it or whatever, but there was no mistaking. I mean, that's why I started doing what I did. I absolutely loved that game. I had no bad words whatsoever. I mean, I hated Juggernaut, but that was like one tiny aspect of the game. The overall game, loved it. Sleep, woke, dreamed, wanted to bathe in it. Well, I didn't want to bathe in it, but you know what I mean. It was amazing. And then over the years, it just keeps getting pounded and they're trying new things, and sometimes it doesn't work out. There's aspects of all the games after COD4, at least from a multiplayer experience or perspective, that, it didn't quite work. It was fun to a certain degree, but it kind of ruined the game. And I gotta say that, the Reddit interview with Robert Bowling, the community manager, or one of the higher ups anyway. I don't think he's like community manager, but he's high up in Infinity Ward, and he addressed it. Now the recent article is that, and it doesn't really speak anything, but they said that they've revamped the kill streaks. Now I'm a little hesitant on this only because I got caught up with Black Ops saying, wow, they're going to balance it, there's going to be no stopping power, no Juggernaut, which at one point I was like, hey, get rid of stopping power and Juggernaut, that way it brings a balance. But I have to say, when they did all that, when they balanced everything across the board, they made it boring, at least from my perspective. Now, granted, they did a real good job, like Treyarch did a real good job of getting rid of these stackable kill streaks, meaning like in Modern Warfare 2, you'd get a Predator, and then the Predator would hit you to the Harrier, and you were not even going anywhere. Once you got the Predator, you look for two people, bam. I mean, you couldn't really look for people, but if you got two people, boom, instantly got the Harrier. Launch in the Harrier, got an airstrike, let it sit there till you got the chopper gunner or the Pablo or whatever you wanted, and it would just build, and you would sit in the corner camping. And I know I said camping, but you are camping, while these kill streaks are racking up kills for you, and you're doing nothing. And what it sounds like, at least from the information that I've read, especially, just a little bit from the kill streak, the article that I'm talking about, and the Reddit thing from Robert Bowling, is that they're going away from that. And Robert Bowling said that it's more indicative of COD4. That one sentence there, when I read that, actually got me excited. I've always loved COD4. And here's the big difference between Call of Duty 4 and all of the games after Call of Duty 4. A huge, important part. Call of Duty 4, although it had kill streaks, it was the UAV, airstrike, and then the chopper, the helicopter, attack helicopter. But the main game there, they were so very much focused on gunfight. It was gun on gun, you know what I mean? Yes, you could get a chopper gunner, but I mean, they were I shouldn't say far and few in between, but you know what I mean? There was less focus on the kill streaks, more focus on actual gameplay, and I think that's what made it fun. It was always about engaging the other person, not hiding somewhere trying to get kill streaks, or boosting. There really wasn't a boosting. What was the point of boosting? What, to get a 7 kill streak? I mean, there was nothing after it. I didn't even see any boosting. If you got a helicopter, it didn't mean anything. They were easily shot down. Airstrikes were, whatever, it wasn't a big deal. Well, people just didn't boost. You know what I mean? It was all about the gunplay. It was all about running. Search and Destroy was brilliant. People would actually move. They weren't worried about getting, stacking up kill streaks for their advantage. And I think with Modern Warfare 3, the fact that they're saying that they're trying to go more team-oriented. Now, this is where I'm a little bit hesitant. It's, again, something that I wanted, like if you're playing Search and Destroy. Rather than rewarding the person who sat back and did nothing, but actually competed or completed objectives. You plant the bomb, you got a huge bonus. And this is where it sounds like they're revamping the XP points, leveling it up and everything like that. So when you're playing in things like sabotage or domination, you get way more, hopefully, and this is my understanding, is you get way more points for actually doing the objectives instead of sitting back doing nothing. Because you all know, you've seen these people, and maybe some of you guys are these douchebags. I'm just saying it, some of you might be, and that's fine. We're all our own little douchebag in our own little way. Hell, I camp sometimes, and I show people how to camp, and then you guys freak out and go, you shouldn't show people how to do that. Whatever. So instead of, rewarding the people sitting back and getting these kill streaks, and getting kill streaks that just help their, their KD ratio, it sounds like they're moving more towards team-oriented, UAVs, Blackbirds. I don't know what else they actually have there, but something that's more geared towards helping the team out. Now, I think that's very interesting. You know why? Because that's going to, and that's why I'm very curious about this. Now, we got to dance on the issue of the balance. Is it going to make it boring, though? Is it, Call of Duty's known for allowing you to become a cowboy. We all love that. Across the map tomahawks. I mean, I don't personally do them myself, but, we live for videos like that. A lot of them are so popular because we see one individual doing exceptionally well, and we see that person absolutely dominating. Whereas it sounds like what they're trying to do is take that focus off there and say, you know what, you're in a team, when you get rewards for getting lots of kills, you're going to help the rest of your team. You're going to give them UAVs, you're going to give them this, you're going to give them that, you're going to give them whatever that helps your team and not just you get further kills. Because really, if you were able to get to 10 kill streak all by yourself, do you really need the chopper gunner? Do you really need that assistance? You know what I mean? So it's almost like just that sense, I see their perspective. My only concern is it going to make the game boring? Because Call of Duty is not, it's an arcade-style game. It's not a Battlefield game. Battlefield is more war simulation, meant to be realistic. When you get Call of Duty, it's all about doing the crazy things. It's about, people jumping off, doing the 360 no-scopes or whatever. As much as some of you hate it, and I'm not saying I'm a big fan of it either, but I mean, it allows that game. It's that type of game. It's not meant to be super realistic. It's meant to be fun, intense action, slightly realistic because the environments still look really cool. I mean, they're not like, 1080p or anything, but the environments are realistic enough that you feel like you're kind of in a paintball game. You know what I mean? It has to be at least there so you feel like you're in the game. But you go in there, the kill streak's totally revamped. I'm going to say that I'm going to like it. I'm going to take it on this, that if it goes back more towards Call of Duty 4, and I know a lot of you, many of you, even during Modern Warfare 2, a lot of you guys that I played with never even played Call of Duty 4. And that's understandable, because when you get record sales, like for Black Ops, that means that a huge influx of Call of Duty players that have never played it before are buying the game now. So many of you have never played Call of Duty 4 and don't really know what I'm talking about. But I can guarantee you, if it does go back to 4, if it does feel like 4, that's what he was saying. Robert Bowling said it feels more like Call of Duty 4, but with the improvements and the improvements of the gaming engine of Modern Warfare 2. And if it actually does go back to 4, where it's more focused on gunfights, I can guarantee you that you're going to like it. As a Call of Duty fan, if you're a fan, I mean, if you already hate it, there's no point in me telling you anything. You're going to love it. No, I'm not. Okay, well, don't play it. I don't care. But if you're a fan of it, you're going to like the fact that you can go in there and it's more engaging. It's like more intense firefights. I mean, if you want points, you're going to have to go in there. And I think that's a brilliant move. Again, though, we run the risk of, does it become boring? Does it balance everything out? But they're removing these crazy kill streaks, at least if they do. Even Black Ops had them. People try and get the chopper gun or the gunship. It still somewhat promotes camping. Even though it's not stackable, the fact that they are getting close to these, the dogs in Black Ops, they tend to be a little more cautious. You stand back and you're waiting and you don't want to die because you want those dogs. That enforces or supports that camping mentality. But if you remove those crazy kill streaks, make them very simple like Call of Duty 4, you're out there. You're like, whatever, if I get one, I get one, but let's go in there and start fighting. And I can guarantee you really like that. I just hope that they do well and they don't balance it so much in Modern Warfare 3 that they turned it boring again. Anyway, that's it. Leave your comments below. Do you think that these team-oriented or more focused on team, objective base is going to make it more exciting because it's going to make it force you to go gun on gun? Or do you think it's going to be boring? Kind of, I'm sorry to say it, even if you really like it, but it sort of tones down. The balance doesn't always equal better or more arcade-like gameplay, which is what Call of Duty was known for. That's what set the bar high. If you haven't played Call of Duty 4, you won't know what I'm talking about, but that's the reason why there's so many people playing the game right now. That multiplayer set the bar, and then they changed it and revamped it, and I think going back to it, you'd be pleasantly surprised. Rate the video, and remember, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Peace.